Hey guys, it's Arya back here with another video. So today we're going to be talking about the state of the smartphone market now. So the whole smartphone market started with the first iPhone, and that's where Apple established themselves as a luxury premium brand. And then other companies went on to follow as like Samsung and LG coming up with their own high-end smartphones. So then after we started getting all these higher-end phones, companies saw a market where there were buyers who wanted those type of phones but at a cheaper price. So then companies started trying to make cheaper phones but cheaper good phones. We started getting a separate market for that, where if the higher end phones Apple were making, and then there were the lower end phones made by Sony and Xiaomi and all that. But ever since 2014, when the OnePlus One launched, it disrupted the entire smartphone market because they were coming in as flagship killers, and they came in with cheap phones, cheap priced phones, but with very high-end internals, and basically it was like getting a flagship phone but at a very cheap price, which shook the market completely. That is when companies started realizing that consumers actually want those good high-end phones but at a cheaper price, because not everyone can go around spending 60-70,000 on a smartphone. So Samsung started coming out with their own M series line, which has the some high-end internals along with a cheap price, and Motorola is now like almost the king of the budget phones, and Xiaomi has come out with their own budget phones at cheap prices. And because of all that, we got the Pocophone F1, which is a brilliant phone that has the specifications of a very high-end phone, but build quality is of a lower end phone, and there are some things where the camera and the display aren't up to par. But at that price point, it is an instant buy. So then Apple also started making cheaper phones like the iPhone 5C, which was their first attempt at making a cheaper phone. But not many people like that because it was a plastic iPhone, and many people associated the name iPhone with premium build quality and amazing camera and all that. So then they came out with their next attempt, which is the iPhone SE, which was a brilliant move by Apple because they just had to reuse few old parts here and there, and they made an amazing cheap phone which many people really bought. And now in 2020, Apple has released the new iPhone SE, which is literally shaking up the whole market because suddenly you can get a 50,000 rupee brand new iPhone, which people are like going crazy about. So this has suddenly made a whole change in the market, where OnePlus, where they were now flagship killers, are slowly trying to become the flagship, and now Apple is making iPhones that are cheaper. The whole smartphone market is feeling very what's the word? It's feeling very cluttered because now there's like you can get an iPhone at this price, or a Google Pixel cheap version at this price, or there's just so many phones now to get, and people are getting slightly confused. But at the same time, it's a good move by Apple and by other premium manufacturers like Google, making the cheap Pixel 3a, and now soon to be coming Pixel 4a, the iPhone SE, and then the OnePlus 8 Pro in the luxury brand, where it's undercutting the flagship phone. I feel like this is a good move by all the companies, trying to diversify the market and making people think about what do they actually want in a phone. Do they actually need to spend maybe 70-80,000 rupees on a phone, or is a 40-50,000 rupee phone even fine? So I like that it's getting people thinking which phone to buy. And why don't you tell me in the comment section below which phone you're having, and do you plan on upgrading it in the future, or are you happy with your choice? So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.